each other on the international scale over the last several years of their careers. We got players who have field. Jung and Ho on the right side at second and first. And there you got to look at the only guy on side of an air-conditioned booth. I would not necessarily say the same if I was down on the field, as we got a ball in the air to left field. And the first swing of the afternoon for Korea settles into the glove of Chun-Ho Wong out in left, and one up, one down here in. And that's what Sun is getting today, as this one's flared out toward left again, and Chun-Ho Wong will settle under it. Two gone out his direction in that event, as Korea took fourth place, played in the bronze medal game. Bouncing ball out too short. Jung-Wei Liu, easy play over to first, and a terrific at the left-hander Tae-Hyun Kim, who is the only high school player on this Korea roster, and he gives up a base hit on his second pitch of the game, and on a fast field, this thing shoots the alleyway, and Jung-Wei Liu is into second with a leadoff double for Chinese Taipei here in the bottom of the first. Base, Chun-Yi Wong is at second, and a ground ball to second, which will do the job at least of moving the runner. Zun is retired. On this squad is another pitcher. And a drive down the right field line. If this stays fair, it is big trouble. That is fair. It bangs off the wall. It's an RBI knock, and it's going to be a double for Chao Wei-Lin. And Chinese Taipei is onto the board. The man in scoring position. And the 3-2 in the air to right. Starting in, Jay's going to have to go back. Reaching out. Nice catch on the warning track. Lin will tag. He's got enough time to move up to third. But, man, that was a difficult adjustment for Sungmin Che out in right. And at the knees, that one's there for a called strike three, and that will wrap things up here in the bottom half of the first inning. So, Tae-Hyun Kim is able to get out of it with the two-out. By Korea's hitters, a couple of flyouts to left field, a ground out to short, maybe another ground out to short. No. Jung-Wei Liu with some trouble handling that one as it skittered to him across the turf for Korea here. We'll get a look at it on the replay. Came off the bat with some interesting spin just off the end of the gloves, number 6. And first pitch swinging a sky-high pop-up that will stay on the infield. It's Liu with a chance at redemption there, and he's got it for out number 1. Sungmin Che skies out. 1-2, and with 2 away. Looked like that was just a clean swing and miss. 1-2 coming. Called strike 3, got him on that breaking pitch that snapped over the outside part of the plate. Kim knew it immediately, and that will do it for Korea here in the top half of the second. The leadoff base runner on the error does no damage, and we will go to the bottom of 2. Chinese Taipei out in front with a 1-0 lead. Winding and dealing, and Kim gets a pop-up. This one should stay in fair territory, and it is Tae-Sun Jung. That is not an easy play to make, although home on 1-2. Swung on and missed. So Wei Chi Chu, the catcher out of the 8th spot. Three-two on the way. In the air, out toward right. Sungmin Che crossing into foul territory has it, and that will angles to balls in the outfield so far today. The high sky, the 3-2, and a leadoff walk here in the top half of the third, as Korea has, as you see, the 9-hole hitter Tae-Hyun Hung already squaring around and putting a nice sacrifice bunt over to third, as Wong will go to first for the out. Hyun-Jong Kim trying to come through with the man in scoring position, and he grounds one left side. A tough play on the run. Wong able to knock it down, but no chance to get the fleet-footed Kim. This ball cutting over from third, but that's the right play. I mean, you're the guy with your momentum carrying you toward first base. So he's the one who needs to make that play. Trying to get Korea even here in the top of 3, and he should be able to do so. Wong able to make the catch out and left, but he had to move back on it at the last second. Again, just a circumstance where you're potentially uncork a throw and a sacrifice fly with an outfielder who was, if you're Jun-Ho Wong in left as the runner off from first to second. Great throw by Chu, and they got him at second. What a throw. Settled in after a shaky first few batters, and he's got his 3rd strikeout of the last. The leadoff man is gone for the 2nd consecutive inning for Chinese Taipei, and that turns the lineup card over to bring 3. And he's got his 2nd hit of the day as he dunks this down in right center. Cut off quickly by Hyunjong Kim, and it's a 2-hit day already out of the leadoff spot for Liu. 1-0, he's off with it, and it's punched back through the middle, a base hit, flying around second base and then holding there, and alertly so, as Liu would have been count with 1 gone here in the 3rd, and the 3-2 swung on and missed. What a job. And with 2 gone now, 3rd. Runner off from 2nd, first pitch high, throw to 3rd, not in time. What a jump for Chunwei Liu, who took off on first movement. That's a pretty good pitch to throw on, too, for Hyunjun Liu. 1-2 pitch on the way to Wong, and swing and a miss as Kim does the job. His 5th strikeout, couple of base hits, a stolen base, and runner stranded at the corners as the elevated fastball blown by Nyan-Hao Wong, and we will head to the top of the 4th. Ground out to shortstop in his first trip to the plate, and he's drilled in the back by an off-speed pitch by Jia Hui-Tsun, and now first pitch steal attempt and safe at second base. John got a good jump, and Hyunjung Kim thrown out at second base. The leadoff man trying to swipe a bag last inning. That actually ended the 3rd. This is always a tricky spot for a bunt defense, and that's exactly why, because it's so alluring. Sungmin Che. And a ground ball towards short. Man, for a moment, it looked as though it climbs in to face the 0-1. And a shot towards center field, and Korea has its first lead of the U-23 Baseball World Cup. It's an RBI single for An Suk-chung, and a 2-1 lead as he knocks home Tae-Sun Chung here in the top of the 4th. That's the most solidly struck ball of the day for Korea. Chong away from first. He's off and moving, and a swing and a miss will end the inning. It's the 3rd strikeout of the day. 23 Baseball World Cup. Headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Korea 2 and Chinese Taipei 1 from Chaoxing. World Cup crowns. And a couple of teams from the Americas have won the other 2. It was a shot out and a nice pickup at short. Sang-Woo Lim, what a play for out number 1. Pick that. We'll get a look at it on the replay. Man, that is a terrific reaction by Sang-Woo Lim. And to get to his feet and square his body to make that throw over to first. What a great job at Estadio Edgar Renteria, a place that played host to the U-15 Baseball World Cup just a few weeks ago. This ball shot in the air toward left field, and a great jump by Jin-Hyung Kim to catch up to that one. 2 gone, which won the bronze. Dominican Republic, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Panama. This ball shot left side and through for a base hit. First hit of the World Cup for Jun-Ho Wong comes with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 4th, and Chinese Taipei, Korea's pitching coach, and he is going to make the change. That came back in the first inning. And that ball in off the glove of Hyunjun Ryu, flying around second base. Wong will hold, but on the wild pitch. And Wong out at second. And a bouncing ball off the glove of the reliever. And what a stab at second base by Taehyun. Side. The batter's box. This ball is lifted down the left field line, and a chance in foul territory, and a nice job in pursuit as Shunho Wong gets there to pull it in. That's probably the most nerve-wracking thing for an outfielder, is a bouncing ball over to second is gobbled up for the second out of the inning. 3-2 pitch on the way. Grounder to third. Should be able to do it as Wong makes a solid peg to first to retire the side. The first time since the Dixon comes home on 2-2 and a swing and a miss. A leadoff strikeout in the first. Final line on Taehyun Kim, the starter today for Korea. 3 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run, 5 strikeouts, no walks. 2-2 liner out to second and on a line. 1-run game. Just haven't been able to string hits together for the most part. Two-two pitch on the way. On the outside corner, a called strike 3. The first strikeout of the World Cup. The 5th inning. Korea's bullpen doing some stellar work so far through an inning and a third of relief. And we will head to the top of the 6th in this 7-inning game. Our up here from behind the plate, it did look like that swing was held. And a nice running grab down the left field line has revised that over the last few years. So it gets late early in these contests. Nice play by fly ball in the air towards center, and it should be a pretty easy 3 up, 3 down inning, and it is, as the Oakland Athletics prospect but trailing this game in a swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, as Song able to gone. It brings up Nyanho Wong. Plate for the world's number 3. 3-2 pitch is ball 4, and the first base runner since that 2-out single by first pitch swinging, flare down the left field line. This is a long run for Kim toward the foul line, and a great job by Jin Young Kim to track that down, and he pulls it in for the second. Ball and a strike here on Wong. Runner off, and on that first movement he went and somehow got into second base safely. Holy cow. Hong to slap the tag down. This should give us a good look at it on the replay angle. And man, I don't think there is enough there. 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Able to get the job done with his 3rd strikeout of the scoring position here in the bottom half of the 6th. We are headed to the 7th in a good one in game number. Against the latest arm into the game for Chinese Taipei. And his first pitch is bounced through the left side of the infield. It's a leadoff single, as Tung Chang Huang will work from the stretch now with the leadoff man on, and a sacrifice bunt on his second pitch. So an eventful first couple of offerings. 1-0 pitch. Bounced towards short. That'll get the runner 90 feet. Huang back ready. 1-2 is lifted toward left center field. This is a tough play for Lin on the run, and it's down in front of him. It's an RBI single for Hyunjin Liu out of the 8th spot, and Korea does add on here in the top of the 7th. 1-2. That one down, and it scoots away from Chu. 2-2 pitch, waved at and missed. Foul tipped into the glove of Chu. World's number 6 looking to upset Chinese Taipei. 3-1 the lead for Korea. Ticketed for the bottom. Stranded a man in scoring position in the 6th. And he may have the first out here in the 7th. On a lunge, it gets past the center fielder Kim, and it's going to track all the way out toward the warning track. Around second and digging for third. Shunho Huang has himself a lead. The bat. And it costs him dearly here in the bottom of the 7th. That thing just snuck under the glove. He was a half step late. Oh man, that is a nightmare for an outfielder. Wei-Chi Chu hitless in his first couple of appearances at the plate today as a high bounding ball over to third, gobbled up by Kim, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Goes to work on the 0-2 and a swing and a miss as he puts that one past the flailing all 3 times at the plate today for Chinese Taipei. That is the 4th strikeout in relief. Each other as arguably the 2 best teams in this group, and a 1-hopper out too short. Korea will get the job done as the relief corps of Che and Song does the work, and that will do it here on day number 1 for these 2 teams in Shaoxing. Our final lines in this one for victorious Korea: 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors. And for Chinese, coming up for you this evening from here in Shaoxing, as the host nation, China, will take on Great Britain coming up from 7 o'clock local time here on our main field and over on field 2. I'll have the call for Puerto Rico and Japan.